We're painting the roses red. Go tell the queen what you have seen, or say that's what we said.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best bangers sung by villainous sidekicks and henchmen in animated movies.
You're playing with the big boys now.
Number 10, Other Father Song, Coraline. In this sinister stop-motion animation film, the eponymous Coraline finds herself in a different dimension, full of button-eyed doppelgangers full of her family and friends. The other mother is the perfect Stepford mom, while her other father is never too busy to talk, and he also plays the piano. Or at least, the piano plays him.
This piano plays me.
The Other Father Song is entertaining and sweet, but there's also some foreshadowing here.
She's as cute as a button in the eyes of everyone who ever laid their eyes on Coraline.
He sings, "Our eyes will be on Coraline," hinting at the other mother's plans to literally sew buttons onto our heroine's eyes.
When she comes around exploring, Mom and I will never ever make it boring. Our eyes will be on Coraline.
Number 9, Where There's a Whip, There's a Way, The Return of the King. J.R.R. Tolkien's novels are packed full of songs, and the Rankin Bass animated movies really embraced the music. The Hobbit gives us a couple of numbers for the goblins, with lyrics straight from the book.
They had no wings. Oh, what shall we do with the funny little things? Oh, what shall we do?
However, the catchiest song of the canon has to be Where There's a Whip, There's a Way, from 1980's The Return of the King. The lyricists took a throwaway line of Tolkien's and crafted a memorable marching song for Sauron's orc army.
We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
It may humanize these villainous henchmen more than we're strictly comfortable with, but we're here for the dark humor and the vibes.
We don't wanna go to war today, but the Lord of the Lashes says, nay, nay, nay.
Number 8, I'm Looking Out for Me, The Return of Jafar. The Aladdin sequels can't boast the musical stylings of Ashman and Menken, but there are still some fun songs, especially for the bad guys. The third movie has a couple of group numbers for the henchmen, and Aladdin's induction into the 40 Thieves is a highlight.
And if you like to learn,
You're gonna love this work.
Welcome to the 40 Thieves. Welcome to the 40 Thieves.
Meanwhile, the saving grace of The Return of Jafar is Gilbert Gottfried's Iago, and he gets his own solo in this one.
Arrivederci, c'est la vie. Hope all goes well. I'm looking out for me.
Once the wisecracking sidekick to the villainous Grand Vizier. In I'm Looking Out for Me, Iago asserts his independence, and when he does it alone, he does it with style.
I'm flapping free from here on in. I'm looking out for me.
Number 7, Mary the Mole, Thumbelina. Thumbelina faces her fair share of villains and villainesses, but the most memorable is Miss Fieldmouse, wingwoman to Mr. Mole. In your typical fairy tale, true love is often the goal, so what could be more wicked than suggesting Thumbelina marry for money?
How could I possibly marry Mr. Mole? I don't love him.
Love. Love is what we read about in books, my dear.
Sung by Broadway legend Carol Channing and composed by Barry Manilow, Miss Fieldmouse's signature solo is a certified banger full of witty lyrics and sly humor.
'Cause love won't pay the mortgage or put porridge in your bowl. Dearie, marry the mole.
Mary the Mole bagged Thumbelina its one and only award, a Golden Raspberry for Worth's song, which we consider a gross injustice. It's a great number, firmly tongue-in-cheek, but delivered with flair.
M is for money.
Oh,
L-E.
Number 6, Kidnap the Sandy Claus, The Nightmare Before Christmas. In Tim Burton's creepy classic, Santa Claus is kidnapped by Lock, Shock, and Barrel, also known as Oogie Boogie's boys.
I say that we take a cannon, aim it at his door, and then knock 3 times, and when he answers, Santa Claus will be no more!
This trio of trick-or-treaters are henchmen to the evil Oogie Boogie Man, but are sent to capture Santa Claus on the orders of Jack Skellington.
Throw him in the ocean, then see if he is sad, because Mr. Oogie Boogie is the meanest guy around. If I were on his boogie list, I'd get out of town.
As they set out on their wicked mission, they sing about all the ways they might carry out their plan, and what they're going to do to Mr. Christmas when they catch him.
Lock him in the kitchen, then throw away the key.
It all sounds very dramatic, but when it comes to the point, they just knock on his door and throw him in a sack.
Trick or treat!
Number 5. The world's greatest criminal mind, the Great Mouse Detective. Every great hero needs a worthy nemesis, and all good villains need an epic villain song.
Professor Ratigan is the Moriarty to Basil of Baker Street's Sherlock Holmes.
With an intimidating physique and a personality to match, the Victorian villain is best remembered for his rousing chorus led by his loyal henchmen.
In my great criminal brain.
Even meaner. You made it.
Ratigan himself kicks off the number, listing his former dastardly deeds and suggesting that his new plan will outstrip them all.
Ratigan, the world's greatest criminal mind.
His gang sings Ratigan's praises, but woe betide any underling who dares to suggest their boss might be an actual rat. He's just a very big mouse, obviously.
What did you call me?
Oh, he didn't mean it, Professor. It was just a slip of the tongue.
I am not a rat!
Of course you're not. You're a mouse. Yeah, that's right, a mouse.
Yeah, a big mouse! Silence!
Number 4. Trust in Me, The Jungle Book. Although not strictly a sidekick, Kaa the Snake is one of the Jungle Book's secondary villains and Shere Khan's fellow predator. The terrible tiger is searching for Mowgli, but when the man cub strays into Kaa's path, the snake can't help but keep such a tasty treat for himself.
Trust in me, just in me.
In a movie featuring some upbeat Sherman Brothers songs, Trust in Me, with its slow psychedelic jazz theme, is an effective change of pace.
Slowly and surely your senses will cease to resist.
The song is intended to send Kaa's prey into a deep sleep, and it would have worked too, if he wasn't interrupted.
Trust in me. Oh, now what? I'll be right down.
Number 3. Hi Diddle Dee Dee, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio is essentially a morality tale that teaches kids to listen to their conscience and stay in school, resisting the evils of drink, pool, and cigars. The first dodgy characters to lead our hero from the straight and narrow are Honest John and his accomplice Gideon.
And with that personality, that profile, that physique, why, he's a natural-born actor, eh, Gideon?
The pair persuade Pinocchio that his life's ambition is to be an actor, and with the help of a catchy little song called Hi Diddle Dee Dee, they usher him into the path of Stromboli the puppeteer.
Hi diddle dee dee, an actor's life for me. A high silk hat and a silver cane, a watch of gold with a diamond chain.
The tune becomes synonymous with temptation, as John later returns to lure Pinocchio into the clutches of a new and more frightening master, the coachman of Pleasure Island.
Hi diddle dee dee, an actor's life is gay. It's great to be a celebrity, an actor's life for me.
Honest John is not officially a henchman, but he certainly aids the more sinister Stromboli and coachman. Number 2. Playing with the Big Boys, The Prince of Egypt. This DreamWorks classic has a fantastic soundtrack and has even been made into a stage musical. But one of our favorite songs didn't make the cut on stage. Playing with the Big Boys is sung by 2 of Ramses' priests, Hotep and Hoi, in response to Moses' first demonstration of his connection with God.
Every spell and gesture tells you who's the best. You're playing with the big boys now.
The priests deploy all their arts of showmanship and trickery to prove that the ancient Egyptian gods are the ones with the real power. It's not the best song in the movie, but it's still a great time. And it's sung with the required drama by voice actors Steve Martin and Martin Short.
When I heard the voice of Steve Martin, I thought they fit very well together.
Yes, Your Greatness. It's not your fault your sons learn nothing.
And with Martin Short, I thought it worked very well.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Gaston, Beauty and the Beast. What else could possibly top this list but one of Disney's all-time best villain songs led by Gaston's loyal henchman LeFou?
Looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here'd love to be you, Gaston.
With music by Alan Menken, lyrics by Howard Ashman, and vocals from Jesse Cordy and Richard White, Gaston is a riotous drinking song calculated to improve the mood of the boorish villain.
I'm especially good at expectorating.
It's lively, funny, and full of memorable lines. The scene was recreated to great effect in the live-action remake, which included verses cut from the animated version.
It just occurred to me that I'm illiterate and I've never actually had to spell it out loud before.
The reprise has some great one-liners too. With its rowdy chorus, fun details, and off-the-wall lyrics, we're giving top marks to Gaston.
Lots like Gaston, takes cheap shots like Gaston.
Plans to persecute harmless crackpots like Gaston.
Which is your favorite, and which other animated henchmen would you like to see get a song of their own? Let us know in the comments.
Yo-ho, 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 yo-ho. You love the life of a thief. You relish the life of a crook.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.